By the way, like I mentioned before, it's just going to be a little bit longer because we're retconning the last 10 minutes. So, okay. So, recap of Session 8. Surrounded by a crowd of disturbed villagers, the party is met with a hard choice of how to deal with the cataclysm left behind. Derek stands by himself as his allies begin to mount their horses. He is given advice by one of his freed prisoners to give closing words to appease the unease within the crowd. He delivers a speech explaining what had happened, how he was overcome with righteous fury against Vidi's inadequacies, and promised to restore the glory of Wisna and to regain the capital and send the people back home. He also gives the village 50 gold pieces, which please mark on your...
I already...
You did?
Okay. I put myself as 70 now. I had like 120 something, I believe, before.
Okay. 50 gold pieces, and while it is not enough to replace the lost wealth of the city, or town, rather, it is at least a start. So, he appoints a dwarf scribe named Frederick with a secret handshake and promises to make him a knight if he actually, where am I? I'm sorry.
Delivers letters to
if he succeeds in bringing the rest of the villagers on his side.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, in the distance, Richter, having fled first, amuses himself by playing with Vinny's head like a puppet, like he had done before on Puppet Night Fridays.
Glad you included Puppet Night Fridays.
It's very important.
It's very important.
This is his story.
It explains why I'm so good at it.
Anytime that it gets like brought up again, like in combat, like you guys are playing with dead bodies, like it would be like arguably proficiency with playing.
I just think it's so funny. Like in the beginning, I was horrified, and by like in 3 sessions, we're all going to be doing like a corpse puppet show.
You never know when it might come in handy. You guys might need it.
Punch and Judy. You know what those are? Punch and Judy. Those 2 dolls that like beat each other up. They have sticks. They're puppets.
I think
we'll be doing that, but with like
my style.
If we kill some halflings, I have the sleight of hand.
No, they're supposed to help us.
No, but if we just kill a couple, I have the sleight of hand and the strength to use them like marionettes.
Okay, so that's nice. The party heads eastward, circumventing their original path directly towards the Troll Forest, and they find a patch of woods in which they find refuge for the night. At this point, they notice that the night seems to have come sooner. The party notices nothing throughout the night, but Richter, in that morning, senses a voice of a girl resonating. That morning, as they make their way through, they notice that the trees have gotten ridiculously tall, and the sun hasn't moved in the sky. Torin attempts to climb a tree, but notices that the tree is slimy, and falls to the bottom.
It's covered in that slime during the fight.
All over your bare finger.
What happened to
without the nail. Richter casts Fly on Murak, and he takes off towards the sky to find the tops of the trees. But they don't stop. And as he continues, fear takes over, and he returns to his comrades with a new sense of acrophobia.
Yeah. Fear did take them. You were terrified.
You rolled a nat 1 for that. You were like, ha ha! Oh my god.
Never been up to
Once again, Richter feels a sense directing him deeper into the foliage. Walking single file, leading the horses through, it changes from pine trees into a swamp-like roots and structure. Richter sees a pond and notices a white tiefling girl playing with an orb of light. He calls out to her, not yet.
Right. Sorry.
It's okay.
You interrupted the recap.
I apologize.
I was very... It's alright.
No,
this way.
I'm sorry.
It's mine.
I don't know. Why is it like this?
Joey skipped you and gave it to Brock. It doesn't matter. You were recapping.
Alright.
Brock didn't mind.
Richter approaches the pond and notices a white tiefling girl playing with an orb of light. He calls out to her and frightens her, and she dunks beneath the surface. Richter turns invisible in fear of the unknown and stands motionless. The party desperately searches for him, and Torin, using his blind sight, finds Richter first. Murak then puts him into a headlock to keep him in place and finds no resistance. After Derek slaps him to break free of his catatonic state to no avail, Murak dunks him into the water, and Richter starts going hysterical. Murak, still holding on to Richter, dives into the water, Torin and Derek following after securing the horses. They find themselves in a massive body of water, looking up at a light source. Murak desperately struggles to bring him and Richter up to the surface, and they almost drown. But he manages to steel himself and find the resolve to break free. You rolled a nat 1 for that, too.
I can now breathe underwater if I choose to.
Now, but
I said
he
that.
can't.
I don't care about him. I'll be fine.
The brain can go without oxygen for like 6 minutes.
With
We'll roll
while
good
risking,
on the
like,
medical
serious
checks.
after, like, 2.
The
Forgot
last
about
time
I
you
was
did...
plus 0.
Your cells are dying.
Remember when you did a medical check in the bar and you
Yeah.
thought that Derek was dead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I started pouring water down the stairs.
Waterboard the dead.
Those unsafe.
Following behind, Torin easily swims up to the surface, while Derek, in his heavy armor, finds it extremely difficult and struggles. But succeeds.
Yeah! Yeah, Derek!
I just like swam up like, where
They
is
swim
he?
towards what looks like land and discover it's actually an amalgamation of mushrooms combined to create a surface to walk on.
Yes,
They find a path going through where Derek, in his now enlarged states, thanks to Richter, can walk forward, and he eats a portion of the mushroom ground.
I told him not to at first.
I have resistance to poison.
It was too late.
It's too late now.
You broke it up.
Also, we'll get there.
Okay.
They find a path. They continue on an incline, reaching a peak, and they find another thorny passage filled with what looks like butterflies speaking in an archaic language. They make it through and find an entirely different environment of an open field with grass plains.
She just won money.
On the other side of the party now all see the white tiefling girl and a warrior woman talking. The warrior steps forward, guarding the tiefling, insulting Richter and demanding why he didn't perish in the outer realm. Richter, in riposte, sends forth fire, and the battle ensues. The party emerges victorious, and slay the warrior. The tiefling girl, distraught, forms another portal and disappears again. The world starts to vibrate menacingly. And so we continue. So, we are still currently in this other world. So right now, all of you feel this rigorous
Wait,
vibrating.
did we get to the retcon, or is that what's
This is the
happening?
retcon.
Okay,
We're in retcon now.
gotcha.
You feel a rigorous vibrating underneath your feet. The world seems to be extremely unsteady. But Richter, you feel a familiar hum of your god calling you from your orb. And as you remove it from your pocket, the connection is made and the link of communication is opened. I have to do a gravelly voice, so I'm going to forego this.
I don't get this.
La la la.
You wouldn't.
Yes.
And you hear, Brand, this is it. My binds are materializing. Accept my strength and break it. And you, well, it's up to you.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. Suddenly, a flash of flames appears in front of you. You're all watching as his right arm, now engulfed in flames, the flames simmer down, and now weird markings start to form. These glowing flame mark indentations on your
Richard's got a
arms
crash mark.
glowing red. Yeah. You feel like this sense of immense strength and power in this right arm, and this unknowingness of what it is. And suddenly, you watch as a giant chain falls from the sky and slams onto the ground.
Mine's better.
Okay. We should probably use that chain.
So,
Do you want to break?
just a quick thing for you. Right now you have a plus 10 to your strength modifier.
Okay.
Just in this arm, and it's a temporary.
Just in the water. Okay. Just while the power's imbued in me.
What do you mean use the chain?
Break the chain.
What is happening?
Yeah, what is going on? What is this, Richter?
This is the way out.
Never
He's gonna just show you the glowing arm. Yeah, it's in his book.
This seems like too happy of
hand on my
music.
sword.
No, I'm just kidding. I was going to the chain.
Okay, so I do still need you to do a strength check for me.
Plus 10, plus whatever you already
Yeah,
had.
it's 0. It's a 27.
27.
Yeah, we'll
Shit, yeah. Alright. So you watch, you like grab this chain in your arm and you break it, just
snap it with
closing
one
it.
hand.
You watch as it shatters into 1,000 pieces of light shards, all cascading down around you as if it was like the sparks of metalwork coming off. Now, the ground is violently shaking, and I need all of you to give me a con save to keep your ground.
Dex.
Well, no, he's flying.
Oh
No.
yeah, thank God.
He's about
No, well, you were on the ground when this was happening. You
But I
just...
can still, it's still
You were-
active. I can
I'm
still
saying, like,
fly.
he's at
No, you still have fly, but I'm just saying right now, currently, you're on the ground. Like, you were on the ground on top of this dead body
16.
before,
We'll
so
argue- we'll
the
argue-
assumption
I-
would
well,
be
I gave you a roll.
Yeah.
16
12, 16,
11.
11. Okay.
and 11s.
Very hard fought, save
Oh no, I'm
for...
sorry. 14.
Okay, so hard fought save for the 16? Yeah. And you had a 17? Or what did you get?
12.
12. Yeah. Okay, yeah. So for the majority of you, this is a very hard fought battle, but for you, now with this new strength, you find the resolve to steady yourself against the ground.
We're fine.
Everything's vibrating except him. He looks like he's in the fucking Matrix.
The portal now is starting to glow, and you watch as the ground around this portal is starting to, like, almost try to detach itself.
You guys run to the portal, guys, alright? We need to get the baby fuck out of
He
here.
nodded.
Into
All right.
Into the portal.
I'll follow
Into the
him.
portal!
Follow him, Jack
One
Rick.
at a time. If you guys go into it at the same time, you might come down together.
I'm just gonna sprint
I'll wait.
towards it and jump through head first.
Okay.
And I roll an acrobat.
Yes, you may.
His head might.
Nat 20.
Wow. So you watch as this dragon is like, outie, like he's
Misty
done
flip.
every single time, just jetting out before the danger hits. he jumps up into the air, does like this amazing like acrobatic spiral, and you watch as he like does a perfect swan dive into the portal. You are now sent through this tunnel of light, whereas you look around you, there's nothing but
Curtain
blackness all around you. And as you look up one more time, you see the ground fast approaching. And I need you to give me a either dex
I
save
want to land
or...
on my feet.
Okay, so dex save.
5 plus 7, so it's a 13, right?
13. Yep. So you
Or no,
managed
12,
to...
sorry.
12. 5 plus 7.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sorry, 12. So still though,
Rough on the ankles.
you see it and you like
That's your advantage.
try very hard to like twist over and like land on your feet. You get to the ground, you like almost lose your footing, but you manage to stay steady.
So if you want to be like, okay, guys, close your eyes, count to 5, tuck, roll. All right, good go. And just jump like,
All right,
Everybody
so
know how to parachute
you're not trying to show off or
No,
anything,
no,
right? So same
Everybody know how to
situation. You
Who's
were
going
sent
first?
throttling
you
through
are.
this tunnel of light. I need you to either give me a dex save or a strength
do
save.
that.
You still have the strength
also,
save
I'll do strength.
with the
I have the-
plus
He lands on
10.
his arm.
That's a nat 1, so that's an 11.
So like you're like, I can use my newfound powers, and like you crash, like you're like, ah, oh my god,
It's like,
almost feels a little twisted, but it's okay.
Yeah.
But it's definitely throbbing really badly. I'm not gonna penalize you for that.
You're gonna get admonished by the marble.
You got a plus 10.
Richter, stop jacking off with
Alright.
that arm. Maybe you'll be able
Who's
to
next?
land better.
That one.
what's your modifier?
Now we gotta
For
make
con?
No,
Or strength?
it's a strength or a dex.
5, so 6.
Oh boy.
So
I'm gonna
You-
get her,
Let's
guys.
teabag him when he comes to the portal.
you tumble
I
through
can
the
fly.
ground.
I can
He
fly.
can fly.
Is that you
You're
said you
immortal?
jumped in through the tower?
Yeah,
the,
but while I'm falling, I can.
Well, he has-
Yeah, no, but like, okay, so what I'm trying to explain is that like you're in like this vacuum space that you're just like being throttled out and thrown out. It's not necessarily flying. I guess you could fly once you're in that realm,
Yeah.
but the first initial thing of like regaining like your
Yeah.
ability to like steady yourself and reorient yourself with reality
Your
Okay.
is what I was looking for. And you got a nat 1 with only 6 total. So you're gonna take 4 damage
Alright,
as you
I'm
crash
not
into
gonna
the
argue that.
ground.
Well, I'll take the 4 damage.
Can I borrow someone's pencil, please?
Good.
Where is that?
Nope, that's okay. That's okay.
So this is a dex save, you said. Right?
Dex or strength.
That's or strength. So this is a strength.
Takes me a while to
For you, yeah. Do you have another pencil by any chance?
No, I do not.
I slept out enough to not
Are
die.
you sure?
I have to go back.
Are you
It's okay.
sure?
I only need it when we get to
How does no one bring a pencil for
Oh, right,
you?
listen.
I had like 3 in my bag, and I don't know what happened to them.
I've never brought a pencil.
I've never once brought a pencil.
I always.
It's always been.
Last time I didn't bring my dice, dude. Like I'm a disaster right now. What did you roll for it though?
10 plus 8, so 18.
Yeah, I'm gonna teabag Phil.
Here.
and hit the
No,
ground.
I found one. I
Don't
found
do
one.
that. I'll see vengeance.
Sorry,
It's
Darren.
in my claw.
Easily enough. You do like you get thrown out of the ground, but like you being like your superior sense of like knowing where you are at all times, kind of thing. You're able to like notice that the ground is coming at you in such a way that you use like your strength and like push against the ground in an area where you notice it's like a little bit softer, and you're able to like stop the impact from being damaging.
Brute strength acrobat.
You were in Strandman school.
Like a bullet,
You learned how
really.
to
This
parry.
guy just hurtling through the sky, massive.
Superhero landing.
Fucking dwarf was the only one who didn't do this cool at all. He got hurt. I'm like, I just land,
feels like
I
Jello.
land on my arm.
It's definitely.
It's kind of wiggling worse than like.
Yeah.
I don't know what's going on with you, fuck.
So, as you enter this realm of existence, though, you notice that the arm, whereas before it was glowing red, now the glowing stops, but the marks still remain.
Curse mark.
You lose the strength modifier, but now you have like
Cool tattoo.
Is it white?
It's a burn.
it's a burn. It's like
I guess it'd be
These
white.
all
think,
black,
think
right?
like it's
Keep
like
white. Yeah.
not lacerations, but like it's in the
Scar
curve.
tissue. What
Yeah,
does tiefling scar tissue look like?
It would have to be white on there. It's all black.
well,
Can't be
okay,
black.
but it's like
Or
from
is it
your
just-
god, so I'm saying it's more like a dull kind of red, like
the
a
branding?
fresh burn, and it's kind of like a branding right now.
Okay.
So,
Cool.
Richter Brand has his first
That's
brand.
awesome.
So, your guys are now in the middle realm. I'm assuming. Okay, so
Sign.
when you look around you, this is reality. The sun has moved from its initial location, so now it is actually setting in the west. You notice as night is fast approaching.
The horses nearby?
The horses are nearby. Yeah,
where we
you can
right
hear them.
Back to normal again?
Yeah.
Okay, so, yeah,
Let's continue.
go see the horses. Do we have to re-roll our nature
It's about
checks
to be
for the
night.
horses again?
That's fine.
Or, like, are we looking for a place to camp out for the night, guys?
The first thing I would do is check the horses. I start whistling a Ponya's song.
Well, I believe, like, isn't that what we said we went to do?
I
at
know,
the
but
end of the-
I retconned.
Okay.
That's what the retcon is. We went back in
Gotcha.
time and rewrote history, so now it's
Larry.
Gotcha.
continuing. Larry!
Where are
Yeah.
you?
You find them like 10
Oh,
feet away
God.
from the clearing where you guys are all currently. The bindings on Sassafras and Larry are particularly loose, and you feel that if you had spent any more time there, they probably would have broken free.
Well,
Your time with the horse so well,
I love
guys.
you.
we were in a rush. You guys jumped through a portal. At the
I
moment.
didn't jump through anything.
I would have kept him safe.
You were
You could have
kept
taken your time.
What is going on with your arm? Explain yourself.
Pretty cool, right?
What is happening?
Yeah.
What was that? What was that chain?
Earth rumbled, all of a sudden you got, like,
What's way out?
scars in your...
What did you broke something? What did you break? That seemed like it
Back
might be
in reality,
important.
That's cool. I don't know what that
You might have
means.
to deal with this guy at
What?
some point.
Why are we breaking the fabric of reality?
Well, we killed the creator. Which
Wait,
is
what?
legal. Well, yeah, he killed the creator.
The creator of what?
I killed the creator... That's badass, bro.
That universe?
metal
or
Z.
He fucked up. They were pretty good people. Pretty.
You attacked her. And then she was crushing homeboy and sucking the juices out
No,
of him.
she was sucking-
She was like,
Whoa, wait, life essence, please.
She was sucking. She grabbed you and like strained like
Yes,
30
yes,
life.
She was doing it to you guys first.
She didn't
But,
do
like-
shit to me, bro.
Why did you immediately shoot
You
a fireball
fireballed.
at her?
She
Yeah,
tried to kill me when I was 5.
So we
That's
should have. So we were right. There.
yeah. So it's cool.
You
Well,
tried to
we
kill
later
me.
had-
I'm just saying that universe
When
can't
the
exist
girl-
anymore, so that's why we had to like.
What about that
Okay,
girl?
so how many of these universes are there? Like, so there's
What's
a
a
creator.
universe,
There's a
guys?
creator of our universe who we can murder and destroy the universe.
Well, I don't know about traders. I mean, there's obviously a creator. It's a creator of every universe.
Right.
Obviously.
Okay, sure.
I don't know what year.
Okay.
Choose.
I'm finding myself really underwhelmed with these explanations.
Yeah.
How about you guys?
So yeah,
I'm finding that I want to
So,
kill more gods.
From your teachings in the priesthood and the
That was
temple,
pretty badass. Right?
they would
Yeah,
have discussed that
yeah,
there's
I
at
crushed
least
it.
the
I was
existence of
crushed it.
elemental
Hey,
planes
Saturn.
and dimensions, like pocket dimensions,
Yeah.
where like powerful enough creatures who are able to manifest reality into whatever they're making they want it to be exist as well. So you are definitely aware of the existence of other dimensions besides this one.
Are
As
we
your
aware of
fire
it? That's
god,
what I'm
right?
questioning.
Would it be from the
I'm aware
fire
of other tricks, but,
elemental?
like, they
How
asked,
intelligent are you?
Where's other god? This much. I'm like,
You're intelligent.
There
You're
is not.
This is all I
I
know.
don't really know though.
My intelligence
I
stat
you're
is
telling the
not
truth.
good.
And I'm like,
No, I'm not sure. How
As
much,
fast as I can
Emily, how much of a concept of like space and time would we
I
have
have an
in our setting
intelligence of 11.
No,
11.
so but you also are very grounded in nature and this reality. This is middle realm. This is what exists here and now, especially
Is
for
that-
orcs,
is that religion?
right? So, but orcs
Intelligence
do
is
have a
intelligence.
religion of like a concept of heaven,
Mhm.
right, and hell being kind of like those who are useful to their god, their king, god, warrior, would then rejoin in his fight for the conquest of like other heavens, so to speak.
Right.
Whereas those who were deemed unusable or unfit for combat would then be taken away by they essentially have this god of leprosy.
Okay.
Yeah, and
You go with the god of leprosy now.
yeah,
You're like,
because
no!
all of the like people who died of old age instead of in combat, children who might have died
Cowards, you mean.
injured,
Those
like
children.
people who were like injured in
cowards
battle
died
and
in
then
battle.
spent the rest of their time like without a leg
Go
and then
die like
died
real men.
like
Or-
without glory.
Go with the god of leprosy.
Just go.
And they're like kind of like
Pussy.
soothsayers, so to speak. Like they'll be the ones that communicate between you. Like if you had like how do you say
okay, so
yeah, sorry.
like in-game ones.
Yes.
Yeah. Gotcha.
So you have a concept of heaven, but you know concept of dimensions.
Right.
You two would not necessarily. You might because
I have a
of you have
I have a patron.
you have a god, yeah, and also because you came from like royalty almost. But I feel like with you, it's the same situation of you're very grounded in reality, probably more so along the lines of like
I mean, you're
an
half lizard. So.
ethereal,
Don't do that.
more of like an
So just
ethereal
that
plane,
order.
From you?
Yeah.
You're Lord of the Creep.
where like
You just
a plane basically where like the dead exist.
Okay.
Further.
You don't understand.
That was a cool
You're
D&D
right.
theology course.
You're welcome, guys.
Alright, so
You're
I'm
right.
going to Pet Falcon then. Is
Got
this
it.
a good place to camp up? I
Please don't
asked
destroy
to
this
Murdoch
I have no intentions of.
because you're the nature one.
Yeah.
You said it's a clearing.
Okay, so yeah, okay, but at this point, whereas you guys, when you had originally entered the forest, you were on the western side. Now, as you take in your bearings, you notice that the curvature of the trees that created this little forest are now behind you, right? Like you're on the western side. From what you can perceive of the sun setting down going that way, you guys are now on the other side, near the edge, but not outside.
Okay. And we still have one day to get to the halflings.
Yes.
Was what we determined the other day at
One
the end
to
of the
two.
session.
1 to 2.
1 to 2.
I shake off the trauma of what I just experienced
How much
and the little pieces
time
I just
passed in the Fae?
So
We don't
I am
know.
going to turn to the party.
Can I like perceive
Well, we
what
would need
time
to have
what
a
time
rest
of
to
day
get
it
our
is?
stuff
Rick,
back.
you're
It's about to be nighttime.
Okay.
Like, I will be honest with you guys. This isn't mine.
What is he
These
showing
powers
us?
are a gift. I'm guessing why these are here. You know the powers, like I make you fly.
Yeah, gift from
That's
her.
all me. I'm supposed to just be, a good gift. Get from him. Get a fall to Marvel and show it to you. From back my pocket.
Do we feel that vibrating?
You would sense the energy
I
exuding from it because it's such a powerful deity confined in such a small thing that there's like this immense concentration of power.
So what
Do you
is
put that in your prison
fireball?
pocket? You put that in your prison pocket?
You wouldn't know necessarily what that is.
I'm just looking at him like, wait, in prison we had pockets in our pants. Yeah, I do. I guess he's a
Sick Marvel, dude. Give me 1 second and just talk with these guys, okay? We'll be right back.
We're just
And
gonna,
I, like,
we're just
huddle
gonna
up
talk
with
in
them.
Dwarvish for a second, and you can just like ignore it.
Yeah, and so this is Dwarvish. And I'm like, what the fuck, dude? That guy just killed a universe, he said. I heard him say that. He said, killed a universe.
Well, I mean, technically,
He said we killed.
yeah,
We killed one person.
we killed the
got
creator
a
of the universe.
You
so-
saw him all get the super mega gauntlet, right? And then rip the materialization of the chain of reality.
For
You
him.
guys saw that,
There
right?
was some crazy shit going on.
Yeah, that was pretty wild, man.
So, like, we're all
I
like
don't know what the fuck's going
creatures from Earth or Middle Earth, and this guy is terrifying. Are we just gonna keep, wandering around with this? Obviously, we don't know what a nuclear bomb is, but with this equivalent of a nuclear bomb in our pocket,
on. Let's keep him around for now. Let's see how his uses are.
all right,
And then
okay.
if it comes to it.
I just felt it needed to be said. Just don't shoot the messenger.
As of right now, he's still easy enough to murder.
We'll just shoot him.
What happens if he pulls out a second gauntlet?
We'll figure it out.
And
Something's going on with that marble, man. I heard a woman.
then we'll be dead. It won't be a
I
problem.
did hear a woman.
All right. Sup, man?
Walk
Hey,
up to him,
Eric,
arms
what's up, bro?
outstretched. You're like,
Set
eh!
me up with that gauntlet hand.
They're afraid of you.
Whoa, the honesty.
Of me?
You're scary now. Take advantage of it. You have power.
This is not something
I've
we're
always
right.
had this idea.
Is that
this
what
is
you...
definitely something where
Back in Dwarvish again, I'm gonna turn back to Murdoch and be like, is that what you drew from that conversation? I said we just murder him when the time is right.
I mean, you guys seem pretty afraid.
This guy's an idiot.
We say back.
You
to
say
them.
in common, or
Sure, I'll say he's an idiot in any language you please.
you tell me.
That's not very nice. He has great ideas. Like when he held that family up.
I, for one, had a
I say
blast
excellent
killing
example.
gods, okay? I want to kill more
And I look
gods.
at him.
I think I said this already, and I'm just reaffirming it. Let's kill more gods.
Yeah, no, we totally have to. Totally have to.
Have to?
How many
Or
more
want
gods
to.
are there?
That's a really good question.
There are only two.
No, you would have a pantheon. I think there's 5.
There are only 5.
How many gods do I? Emily, metagame real quick. Gods do I believe?
And I'm gonna lick my fingers.
Help.
and then this from this pantheon, and then from this pantheon, and then from this dimension, and then
These ones you know of, or
No, that's all there are.
Right. Yes.
Which one?
which,
I don't know.
which by the way, your god is different from his god, which is different from his god.
Well, we all still get along most of the time.
You atheist? We never talked about it. Actually,
I never thought about it.
they would.
I mean,
They would
Spirituals
be
in nature.
Yeah, they would be like a spiritualist kind of.
The only god is nature.
This idiot prays to rivers.
He's the
you can't
dragon
deny the
from
existence of
Spirited
gods. He's
Away.
like, well, I just killed him, apparently.
He's like, they can't be that
They
powerful,
can't be
right?
that tough.
Hard to be an atheist right now when you just killed a guy.
A little shocking. A little shocking.
Yeah, that-
Night
I feel pretty
now
tough.
falls down upon you. You can see the outer edge of the clearing at this point, and you can also see a smaller area where there's only a collection of about like 2 trees, massive in size, but outside of this forest.
Anyway, but do we need to ride through the night, or do we have time to rest before we go?
Let's take a nap. I'm pretty tired.
I'm pretty
I
tired.
have
I'm
a
gonna
day.
go rest.
Is this Can I do like a perception check since it's a safe clearing?
Yeah, so you guys exit the forest, you come to it easily enough with your horses. It's about like 50 feet away from that
So it
small.
took 2 seconds.
It took,
50 feet.
And
on
you
a
said
horse.
it's like
yeah,
nighttime.
they have a movement speed of 60, and
The
it's
sun is
nighttime.
going down. It is night.
Yeah, so the moon at this point is like illuminating the plains that you are in. So there's enough light to see where you're going. For at least for those of you with dark sight, for you it's a little bit difficult. But your blind sight allows you to follow behind them.
You don't see rocks and stuff.
You can roll me a perception check now to check this clearing.
16 or 18? 18.
Okay. So as you look around, you notice that there's a good area in between where you guys could set up a camp. Again, like you like put your hands up against the bark, but you don't sense anything evil. You don't really sense much of anything, save for like maybe a couple of things that are like rustling in the trees.
What do you mean a couple of... Sorry. I didn't hear nothing.
Sounds like there are some animals or things up on the top of the trees, but otherwise...
Yeah, you don't get an ominous feeling from
It's
this.
not too dark yet. Should we keep heading towards the halflings and camp later?
It's night. Well, it is fully
Oh.
nighttime.
Oh, I thought you said it was like...
The moon is
Twilight.
illuminating the plains. You guys have dark vision.
Gotcha,
I'll be
gotcha.
honest,
Never
I'm
mind.
really tired.
Alright,
So we'll rest
we're
up.
taking that. Let's camp up. No, we're going long rest. That's what I meant.
How are you guys doing it? Dividing in half again, or
Sure.
Let's
I'll
just
stay up
we can
first.
just do one at a time.
Sure.
That way everyone can
It's
sleep
up to
for
you.
longer.
6 hours?
Yeah,
Each
6 or
person
4,
would get,
right?
Unless we
each
just,
person would get.
unless we just sleep
But
for
some of
10
you
hours.
would get a
we
broken
do it
sleep.
in shifts of 2, then we don't have to...
That's how you guys did it originally too.
yeah, it's only half as much time as if we
Yeah.
took individual rest.
Because like there's whoever like has those middle shifts will have a broken sleep cycle of 2 hours and then 4. So it's like
Look, I need a full leave, guys. I am exhausted. It's not easy to show any.
and you can automatically set up camp, right?
Yes.
As part of your
I'll say we
thing.
did that last time. There's only so long we can go, like kind of like sleep deprived a little bit. You know what I mean? Only getting 4 hours.
Well, I can't. I have to get 8 hours just to get my spells back. So I'm useless if I don't get 8 hours.
So why don't we take 8-hour shifts
Who wants to take the
And then
first
sleep
shift
for
with
16
Baldino?
hours.
No,
total?
like you would like at one point whoever was in the night the time of it would still work out is what I'm saying. Like you would
Just
still
accept-
get your full
She's
long
giving
rest.
us the long rest.
Okay.
I'll take
Alright.
one of those.
Thank you. So I'll stay up first. So Richard's gonna pass out first. Obviously, he's been.
And
grinding
who's
when I was
staying up
first.
with
Very
Derek?
sleepy. I'm
Who's
already
staying up
asleep
with
before
Derek?
you guys even figure
the
it
same
out.
shift. Let's all stay up.
Me and the
Okay.
lizard.
So you
Those
two
are
get your
people.
long rest, and you two can roll me perception checks as you're watching out over the camp.
13.
6.
13. So as you watch over the night sky, you don't see anything happening. You don't really see any kind of animals except for like maybe the one lone like coyote or something, but in the far distance from where you guys are. It doesn't seem that like this area, considering it's so small, gets much traction from wildlife.
Okay.
But overall, you sense nothing dangerous during your shift.
Okay. I sense nothing dangerous. Wake up. I'm going to sleep.
Perception checks. Oh, Richter, really quick. During your sleep, you do have a dream. And you have a dream of you
course.
and this little girl, the white tiefling that you had met previously.
Mhm.
But you're children, and you're playing in that plane with her, and you guys are both practicing your dancing lights with each other, and you're creating like this spectacle between the two of you. And while you know that the other fairies might not approve of you, but why you don't know, she never has. Like, she has always made you feel like this is home and this is safe, you know? But suddenly, the warrior woman appears again. She comes up to you. She grabs you up and throws you over her arm. Now, you're screaming and crying over her shoulder as the other girl is screaming and crying on the ground. She reaches out her hand. She says, "Richter!" And you reach out your hand back to her, and For the last thing that you see before the thorns take over your vision and she's cut off from sight, you hear yourself screaming, Domina!
Oh, we got her name.
Richter has a name.
Richter has a name.
We don't have shit.
That morning when you wake up for your shift, there's like that feeling of like,
Anxiety.
yeah, like, shit. and like kind of just like an overall sadness.
You did a bad thing, maybe.
You realize that.
So, you two have your rest. You two can give me perception checks.
11.
3. I'm really shooken up.
You're like so like focused on you're like, who was she to me? Like, why can't I remember anything? What's wrong with me? And you're struggling with this in your mind. There's this mental block and you can't break it and you don't know why it's there. With the 11, the grogginess after like the battle and being like this weird alternate dimension, it's kind of throwing you off. So you're looking out across these plains, but you're kind of like, is this real? You're like, you keep touching the tree and you're like, this isn't slimy anymore. You're like, it's okay, but
Yeah.
You have
It's all
PTSD.
interdimensional between the flying and the
He was like-
travel.
That changes the whole context of earlier when you were calling us like afraid. You're like, these guys are afraid. They said you're afraid. And now you're like trying to stay awake. You're like,
That's why I pick my shifts with this guy. I'm like, I can't sleep while this guy's
Yeah.
awake.
Derek, that night you also have a dream.
Oh, wait, sorry.
Oh, really?
Just retconning because it's post-rest for my bestial soul. I'm taking the aspect that allows me to climb things.
Okay.
Because I have to declare that
Before you do it.
after every short rest. The rest get declared which one I'm using. And then it resets.
Is it short or long?
You also have a dream.
Either.
Really? That's
You
awesome.
were in
So
you're sitting on the ground and there's like a spotlight of light around you. And all around you is just darkness. And all of a sudden you hear this and another voice joins in. The whole chorus joins in. And these weird things start to form on the periphery of your image. You squint and you look forward, and then all of a sudden you see these dancing mushrooms with smiling faces taunting you, dancing around in a circle, swaying back and forth. So, that morning, you wake up with a very special type of poisoned condition. Because you
I have
ate...
advantage on saves against him.
Listen,
Okay.
you saved on 2 out of your 3 con saves, so you kept it inside, and at this point enough time has passed where it is manifested, and you ate alternate dimension in like floor mushroom from a soggy pond swamp.
Yeah, but I'm resistant to poison. I thought it'd be fine.
No. So what happens with what happens with this poison condition? You gain disability on all ability checks and attacks, and you could give me a medicine check right now.
Yeah. Oh fuck. 17.
So you like as you're like using like your paladin senses, because you do have like things of healing, right? And you're trying to like locate the source of the problem, but you understand that it is outside of your realm of expertise. You need some kind of like druid magic to cure yourself of this.
Well, I have
Okay.
I
So I'm useless.
No, this is
this
is story
That's
poison.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
I was gonna say. I was gonna say
This
like,
is story
I
poison.
have
I know, and
half a
technically,
spell
so another thing, your lay on hands can give you a temporary. It essentially it puts the poison condition on hold for 5 health points worth of an hour of time of stopping the condition. So if you use it before combat, then you won't have those disadvantages during. However, you have to expend those 5 hit points until you can find a druid who can cure you of whatever ailment this is.
Okay, that makes it much more
That makes it
manageable.
much more
Yeah,
manageable.
I can do that 6 times. That's 6 hours.
Not that you would even be in combat for 6 hours.
It means multiple times.
No, yeah. No, I totally get that.
So
But
it's 20
combat.
minutes per HP.
I have 30 of them.
It'd be super cheap then. Huh?
Yeah, that's not.
It's not terrible.
We got the combat to 1 HP.
For
Try to go
20
shoot at
minutes,
monster.
you're good to go. And
Just go
each
poop, bro.
round of combat, I believe, is 6
Apparently,
seconds.
that's not
seconds.
like what I
So,
was saying.
yeah, it would be.
I need to
What
find
would it be?
We'd have to go through hundreds of rounds before.
It would be 10 rounds
Maybe
for
the
1
halflings will
minute.
have it.
So, yeah, it would be
Yeah, so
100 rounds, I think, or 50 rounds.
Let's hope, right?
1 round is 10 minutes.
1 round is 10 minutes. No,
Sorry,
one 10 rounds is 1 minute.
So that's 200. We need 200.
Yeah!
There's no fights out of last 200.
Alright, let's start riding towards the headphones then, right?
Alright.
So,
Mount all horses. Fuck out of here.
Oh my god!
you wake up in the
You told me
morning.
to eat
Okay.
those fucking mushrooms!
Yeah, dude, I can't believe you ate those.
To be fair, I didn't know what was going on.
Why did you say that? You said we have to eat the mushrooms. That's verbatim.
I was in a catatonic state.
After that,
To be fair, I was in
where did you learn that word?
catatonic.
Where did he learn eat?
He said catatonic.
He's been around. He's been around. Like, no, but
That's why I'm asking. I'm like,
you would know,
You
like,
said it earlier.
that's true. Okay, I understand. That.
so. You all gather your things and you continue eastward towards the troll forest in the shortest route possible, the sun peeking out from the horizon. But then, all of a sudden, you hear a
Your hand okay?
give me, if anybody would like to give me a perception check.
Yeah, I think we're all scared enough. Like, not
12?
scared, but like
7.
alert enough.
3.
20.
Yeah, Joey knows.
So Joey, you're listening to the sound of this thudding, and you're like, "What the fuck is that?"
Are we
And
on
you
the, are we
look-
on the road? Like, where's that?
Yeah. So there's no road necessarily.
The
You're
trailers?
going through a plain
Gotcha.
right now.
Okay.
The original road that you would come from is you went up north and then went southwest. And now you're going directly east, but through like a plain of grass. So there's not really a path. But regardless, you sense with your 20, due southwest of you as well, there seems to be like these ominous clouds like appearing in the sky, and you see like flashes of lightning, and then all of a sudden you see like this really, it just has to be this massive figure moving towards you at a really rapid pace.
Hey guys, there's
Hey.
something huge coming for us. Really quick.
Maybe we should go fast.
Which way is it coming from?
No, no, that way.
He points that way to southwest.
Is that the direction we're heading? Or-
At this point, you all look
I thought we were
forward,
heading east
and
to
you
the plain.
notice that the figure has grown even larger and it's gotten a lot closer.
Ready your swords!
Ready the swords! Ready the swords!
Guys, I gotta tell you, if I give you the signal, close your eyes.
Got it.
Yeah.
You'll know what it is when I show it to you.
Oh god, we're not.
I promise I won't look
You know,
inside the outfit
honestly,
of the
was surprised that you guys are standing your ground.
Well, I can't message you all.
So,
Just,
give me one
just like
second.
do like a,
Okay.
you know, like a wink or like a clicking noise, like, you know, like snap your finger, you know, and like just give us something.
I'll give you something. Don't worry.
Give us something. It'll be fine.
Yeah, it's cool. What's the word? Yeah. Whatever.
sorry.
Where is that?
Yeah, I mean, we're probably gonna die now.
Hold on, 2 seconds. No, it's totally cool because I'm also looking up something. So what would that be? Oh no, I didn't bring it.
Didn't bring what?
Don't worry about it.
Now I'm worried about it. Alright.
You were explicitly told.
Being told that immediately makes me afraid.
With a lot of things.
People do things like that. Crazy stuff, man.
She's clearly got a plan. He's gonna follow this time.
Yeah.
Okay. If you guys are gonna fight it, you should bring out the Mickey Mouse.
I mean, we haven't established we want to fight it yet.
I'm just ready my sword. We're being charged.
Let's get on the horses and
I want
fucking
to see where
make a
we're going
beeline.
to fight.
You should grab the Mickey Mouse.
You being forced to fight it?
I mean,
It's gonna.
It's gonna come. Well,
I guess here's the. I'm gonna
Sorry.
pat Falcon.
hold on. This is the wrong vibes right now.
man, this is tranquil, peaceful, clearing.
Alright, I'm gonna.
Wait.
Alright, I'm gonna get off the horse and I'm gonna slap Falcon ass and be like, go. I'll be back soon, baby. And hopefully she just scurries off a little bit. I don't want the horse to die. Horses have like an HP like
Yeah, it's really not a lot.
All right, I do.
fucking die.
When I hop down off of Mystery, I tell him to wait for me in the woods. Right.
I'm gonna walk over to the trees and have some
Sorry, commercials.
instead of just talking.
He's a well-trained royal horse. He knows what's up.
Yeah, Larry is.
Well, my
You
horse.
also freak him out. You have like this weird.
The other horses will
Thing
convince him to
him.
stay.
So,
My horse, Falcon's happy.
I'm
at
assuming I'm next to Derek, and I'm tethering my horse to Derek's horse.
that. Just tie. Oh my god, no.
No, you do that with horses. That's a real thing. You can tether horses together.
They have 13.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
What? Who is 13?
So you watch
13, yeah,
as
so
this
like, don't want her to count.
humongous thing starts coming at you in rapid speed. He comes at you, and you watch as he come. Like from what you can see, it is a purple-skinned giant. So
Does he speak common?
he reaches into his stash, and you watch him pull out this massive bag. And as he comes onto you guys, he sweeps it down, going across. I need each of you to give me a dex save.
I see this,
giant
right?
bag?
So I have
A
a
giant
bag.
bag,
That's
yeah.
a 15.
I got a 19. 16.
Damn.
Let's see. First
16.
Can't put
roll,
baby in the bag.
What was it again? Dex?
first roll is a
Dex
14. Second one is a 13. So 14.
16.
14, 16,
19.
12.
12. So you watch
Yeah, roll now.
as Torin and Murok get swept up into this bag.
Not bad.
It rises up into the ground about 15 feet in the air. You watch as the thing turns towards you. Now his hand coming, and you guys can roll me initiative.
Us two in the bags?
No.
10.
11.
Hey.
So we have 10. 11 was you?
We're in
This
danger.
is Attack on Titan guy.
I don't like that. That's her energy.
Okay, so top of the round would be you. So
I'm in a bag right now?
Yeah,
I'm
we're in a bag.
you know?
you're in my sack.
Oh god.
I had it. Still,
Oh jeez.
You said the bag's like 15 feet in the air.
Yep.
I'm like,
and we don't even get like a move inside of this bag. We're just
I'm
can't
wondering.
like try to claw through it or anything. I have magical claws.
Okay,
Even if
no,
the
no,
bag
no.
is immune to physical damage, I have
No, it's okay.
magical claws.
No.
What do I do?
It's an invulnerable bag.
Alright, by the way,
We have time to exchange
It's
quick words. Right?
Get far away
Massive, and
Get
it is
far away.
like
get away
in
from me. I still can't get both in the bag at the same time.
the thickness of it, like the amount of effort
Well, movement
and
speed, but okay.
time that it would
I know.
take to break through this is
Can I
not
supply?
enough
No.
Oh,
for this
okay.
combat.
I run away.
Dash action?
Yeah, dash action. 50 feet,
Right.
the opposite direction.
Okay, so you run 50
The
feet in
northeast,
the
I
opposite
guess.
direction, bringing us to your turn.
Richter's going to stand up. This is the signal. He's going to start dancing. And as he dances, you see patterns. And they're hypno patterns. And the giant now must make a wisdom save. He does the hypno dance, and now there's hypnotized.
The hypno toad.
What is it, Chris?
I believe it's wisdom.
It's a wisdom save?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, so a total of 13.
The creature must make a wisdom save. And it's not 13 now. It is 14.
Whoa.
It's the read of my proficiency, okay?
Okay, so is anything else on your turn?
No. Yes,
And
make a wisdom save.
on his turn, he can make
Oh, yes,
a...
I can right now.
And he got another 13, so he is paralyzed. You watch as, like, he struggles to move. His hand is
He's
now
charmed, and the
stuck.
creature is now incapacitated.
Yep. Bringing us to your turn. You are 50 feet away from the creature.
Well, I can't say anything.
It's not your turn.
I can cast command.
It's a wisdom save, right?
Go.
Yes.
Okay. He rolled an 18.
Yeah. Okay.
So you usher out a command, and, like, you feel that the creature is, like, his eyes glaring at you.
That's
Anything else?
He's
Is that dancing like?
That's all I only get one
He's charged.
action if
He
I'm
can't,
not attacking.
Richter,
he can't really do anything. He's
Gotcha.
charged. He's incompatible. He can't do anything.
go for it.
You gotta get him out of the bag, man.
I'm trying.
Yeah, you got it. You go.
It's your turn.
You have no plan?
You wouldn't be able to have this back and forth
No,
conversation.
I just turned to him like, he's asleep. And then, like, yeah, I'm just gonna be like, I gotta keep doing. I'm just like, continue to
Get
do
the bag,
dance.
you're much
He doesn't
closer.
understand, but I'm just gonna keep doing the dance. Like, he doesn't understand what the
you
dance
haven't
is.
moved from where you are yet,
Yeah, no. I'm in the same spot that I cast the spell, just still doing that same dance in that spot.
and that's all you
That's
do?
all I'm doing.
Ha! Rolled a nat 20.
Ah.
So he breaks free of it, and he looks at you, and he's like, I don't need this one. He turns around and starts darting back in the southwest direction.
Larry!
Larry's not there.
Well,
He
I kinda
would- yeah,
like,
he would have ran
okay,
away. So maximum speed at dash, he is 100 feet away from you now.
I'm gonna go to my horse, but I tied up just right over there.
Mhm.
I'm like, no, I'll start taking chase.
Okay.
I recover my horse as well.
I'm assuming you guys have the other horses tethered to yours.
Well,
and
my
you're
horse
bringing
my
them-
horse is already-
Your
Larry
horse.
to the tree. I got him.
And he slapped Falcon and said
I guess
Falco
he
away.
called the horse.
She
didn't
Got
hear
me.
right.
I
Yeah.
tethered my
She
horse.
did, she did run away. There was a massive
She didn't run.
creature.
Okay, she might come. She'll come back for me.
I'm so glad.
The
I tethered
creature's
my
running
horse.
away.
Find
Why
out.
don't she follow the
Find out on the next episode of Dragon Ball Z.
You don't really have a choice if they
Giant
start
No.
running up in a bag.
max speed and
For
smash
hours,
them in the back.
you chase behind this creature. No matter how fast you guys run behind him on your horses, you can't seem to catch up to it.
But they have an extra horse, so now they can cycle through horses and let the horse rest longer. And they
He
should be
doesn't
able
have
to
an extra
extend-
horse.
No, but there's totally.
And also, that horse would be running to
Yeah,
get
how is
to
that
the
horse
tower.
any less tired
There's
than
no
that?
rest time at all.
200 pounds.
Yeah.
So, hold on one second, because I just have to
Exactly.
see.
That horse doesn't have to carry that 285 pounds on its
Yeah,
own.
don't watch my dances.
How much
I
less
didn't
can
look
you
at the
run when you
dance,
have
I saw
285 pounds on your back?
1 second. I was actually 2,280 pounds last time. I should have done even more.
Hold on 2 seconds.
2,280.
You're 5'1", 280.
I don't think I'm 5'1". I'm like 5'5".
So, at fast travel, you guys can.
But,
Yeah.
Oh no, that's
So-
my carrying.
It takes you all day.
Yeah, you need to be in the back.
You follow behind this creature for 8 hours. It is now nightfall. And as you guys chase behind this thing, this massive creature. You run through this passage through a bunch of trees, and then eventually you find yourselves in the beginnings of a mountainous range.
I love mountainous ranges.
Right, so this is difficult terrain at this point. So I would need animal handling checks, and yours with disadvantage because you have sassafras as well, so you're handling a horse with no owner attached to your horse. Fantastic.
I rolled a lot of 3s today.
So,
Still got a nat.
Oh boy.
okay,
Yeah.
so as
Say
you
that was
guys...
for his horse.
No, that's for handling the both of them.
Oh boy.
Yeah. So-
Confirm the one because you had disadvantage.
Confirm the one. Okay, so as you enter this mountainous range, you notice the giant all but disappears from your guys' line of sight. You are now trapped in the beginning of this mountainous range, and all you know is that the giant has continued forward. For you two who are in the bag, being jostled around like fuck all,
Just taking it.
no, you're not.
Well, I haven't been able to try to slice my way out of this at all. I
I
had ready
Nope.
my blade and
I
stuff.
was thinking the
No.
same thing, and I have a
It's-
magical
no.
weapon that
No.
should be able to cut through anything immune.
No,
to
This is the
Mr.
giant's
Man.
bag, so go fuck yourself.
This is the giant's bag of go fuck yourself.
It's a dimensional bag. We're actually not in the bag anymore. We're
You
in a
each
separate
are going
pocket
to
dimension.
take
That's the-
6 damage.
Oh,
As you are thrown
rough
violently from side to side
For
inside
8
of
hours.
for 8 hours.
The bag is now.
That's not
the bag is
Or
now.
Dave just getting fucking slapped around.
The bag is now filled with vomit.
Probably. Constitution save to not throw up.
Fuck you.
19 plus 6, so 25.
25.
I don't think I puke.
No. But this was like you were like I okay. Wow.
Either of us.
Excellent
14 plus
rolls.
6.
Clear.
You guys have fucking stern stomachs, and like you're, regardless of the fact that you are literally being thrown around inside of this giant bag, it's just like you're able to like at least steady yourself occasionally before you're thrown back into another side of it. For hours, you are trapped inside of this thing. It smells horrendous. It smells like dead, rotting meat. It smells like
Other people's vomit.
dirt. It smells like, blood, shit,
This
vomit,
bag is clear.
everything. So,
It's a dirty bag.
night passes. Or night comes at this point because you've been following
And they
behind
lost
them.
sight of us, right?
They lost sight of
Yeah,
you.
yeah.
So,
Wouldn't some of us leave tracks, though?
at
Yeah.
this point, you guys would need to have a long rest before you follow behind them because you were traveling at a fast pace.
Okay.
And if you want to continue, you have to have a long rest.
Will they take that rest?
For you two, you would be spending the night in the bag. At this point,
I
though,
assume
it
that's
hasn't
the bag.
moved.
The bag.
Oh, okay. So the bag.
So you finally like reach a point where like all of the violent rustling stops, and now you feel like ground
Okay.
come crashing at your feet, and you're still trapped in this bag, complete darkness. You're able to sense that
Okay,
Murak
my
is there, and all around you is just this
So what?
like weird bag.
Hey.
What?
That's it.
Can I roll an
Cannot.
Arcana?
I
try. Come on, you're not giving us anything, so like I gotta try something.
Sure.
Like, what,
Sure.
we're just in a bag and we can't do anything. No, not anything.
If I had hit that command,
We'll reach there.
16.
or what does it let you do?
Like, can
So-
I can give it like a 1.
So you're like,
It says specifically drop.
you wouldn't really have experience with things that are magic though. But
Specifically
from what I can tell you from your 16 is that you're like, this is not normal. Like, this is not like a material that you've necessarily felt before. Like, if this is an animal hide, it is the thickest hide you have ever felt in your life. You're like, whatever creature was used to create this was gargantuan, and like the fact that you were within its contents is
I had to
terrifying.
use a whole layout. Oh wait, I get it back. Long rest.
Yeah, no, yeah.
This bag is fucking insane. It is
Just-
made of the strongest shit I've ever seen in my life.
So, now you guys would have to give me a survival check because you do not have your guide with you for the night.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
17.
That is
12.
Nice.
I'm useful.
That night,
Not
you were
full
like,
strength
you've been watching Murak now for the better part of a couple of, well, you've been traveling with him for a long time.
You know how I
Right,
make camp.
so you know how he makes camp, and you're able to like find an area which you think would be good enough for like shelter, but also to like hide you from sight. And you bring the horses and Richter with you. Richter does help you, and you guys manage to make this makeshift area where you can take refuge. But you are exhausted. This was like an all-day, 8-hour chase non-stop at fast speed on a horse.
Right.
So you are literally exhausted.
This journey
As
is
soon as you
crazy fun.
finish, like,